أنا العبد الذي كسب الذنوب وصدته الأماني أن يتوب.
Respected brothers and sisters and beloved children, I like to share a heart-touching, lesson-full story as a result of the dua, so we all can understand the power of dua. There was a very famous doctor and surgeon known as Dr. Hisham. Once he was traveling to some destination to achieve a award for his great work as an appreciation. He headed to the airport, sat on the plane, journey began. After some time, pilot noticed there is some sort of weird sound started coming from one side of the wing. Pilot continued, then he noticed after some time, even smoke started coming from the wing. He notified the control room that plane has been affected by some sort of the problem. He was asked, will you looking for emergency landing, or you will be able to reach to your destination? Pilot responded, well, I'll be trying to reach to my destination. If I don't so, definitely I'll be asking for emergency landing. Pilot continued his journey. After some time, he noticed the sound is getting worse and worse, worse and worse, and the amount of smoke is increasing. And suddenly, weather changed, and a dark cloud just came in front of the plane. Thunderstorm took place, and he's no longer able to see anything. Finally, he made emergency landing at a remote area on domestic airport. Now everyone is waiting the problem to be solved so they can continue their journey. After 3 hours around, Dr. Hisham went to the pilot and asked when we will be able to continue our journey. Pilot told Dr. Hisham, we may need to wait 8 to 12 or 18 hours, maybe up to next day, because this is a remote area and the technician has to come from other city. It may take a longer. Dr. Hisham said, well, I have to attend some program, and it's very important program. I must have to be there on time. Pilot said, well, it will be the right decision for you in this case to just take a rental and go by road. You will be able to make it within 1 to 2 hours instead of waiting for 12, 18 or till next day. Dr. Hisham appreciated the advice of the pilot, and he decided to take a rental. He took the rental and began his journey. As soon as he began his journey, he noticed rain began again, weather changed, and a huge cloud took place. With the time, the darkness was increasing. Heavy rain was continuing. The time came. The thunderstorm came. Lightning began. He wasn't able to see no longer. Finally had no choice but to stop immediately and wait for the rain to stop. He was waiting and waiting. Then he noticed there is a light coming from the house in remote area. He had no choice but to go. Instead of waiting in a car, he knocked the door. Old lady opened the door, welcomed this man, offered something to eat and drink, and began praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dr. Hisham was noticing while he was there that after certain time, after certain prayer, there is one boy. She's just shaking the boy up, checking something. That looked something ajib to Dr. Hisham. When he was leaving her with kind words, Jazakallah, truly appreciated for your hospitality and everything. But Dr. Hisham said, may I know one thing? I noticed something ajib. Every time he was engaged in the prayer, after certain du'as and certain prayer, you was just checking this boy. What happened to this boy? She said, oh man, this is orphan boy. His father and mother has died. I'm a grandmother of this boy. I have the land and the business. Everything has gone just to pay the cost of the illness and sickness. which this boy is having. I went to the certain doctor, all the doctor to find the problem and the disease through this boy has been affected. By paying and paying and paying and paying, nothing remained. Business has been sold, land has been gone, nothing remained in my hand other than this small house you see. But unfortunately, none of the doctor was able to detect the problem. What problem this boy is having? One of the doctors suggested me to call Dr. Hisham, as a very famous and well-known doctor. I made the phone call, I got the response from the office. There is a waiting list for 3 to 6 months. Don't think before that. I had no choice. I have been rejected from the door of the dunya, from the door of the people as a broken heart and empty hand. I have nothing but to knock the door of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm just making a dua to Allah. Oh Allah, I have nothing no longer with me. My business has been gone. Property has been sold just to pay the cost for the treatment. But unfortunately sad, none of the doctor so far able to detect the problem of my grandson. So she said, now I'm just making a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that oh Allah, send a solution for this problem. Tears start falling from the eyes of Dr. Hisham. And he said, oh great lady, your dua has been accepted to the degree. The problem began in the plane. Smoke started coming from the plane. Huge thunderstorm took place. Weather was completely changed. Pilot wasn't able to fly the plane and continue the journey. Finally, he has to make emergency landing. I had to rent the car and begin my journey, but wasn't able to continue more longer because the weather was changed. Raining began. Dark cloud covered my way out. I wasn't able to see anything further. Had no choice to come to your door and knock your door. Oh lady, you're so great. Your dua has so much power. Allah has accepted your dua to the degree. You don't have to worry at all. At all, at all. Yes, you have been refused. You have been returned as a broken heart and empty hand from the door of the men. But yes, you have knocked the door of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Congratulations. You don't have to book the appointment for Dr. Hisham. You don't have to wait either 3 to 6 months. You don't have to worry of the cost of the medication or the cost of the treatment. As a result of dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has brought Dr. Hisham into your house. The person sitting in front of you, the person standing in front of you is no one but known as in Dr. Hisham. Known as in Dr. Hisham. My respected brother and sister in Islam, dua seems simple, but it is very, very, very powerful. Yes, very powerful. Dua doesn't cost us anything, but it is true. Through the dua, we can achieve everything. Yes, everything. Yes, everything.
मैसेज टीवी के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और अमन के पैगाम को फैलाने में हमारी मदद कीजिए। वीडियो के नीचे सब्सक्राइब के बटन पर क्लिक करें और मैसेज टीवी चैनल के सब्सक्राइबर बनें। सब्सक्राइब करने के बाद बेल के आइकॉन पर क्लिक कीजिए ताकि हर नई वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन बराह रास्त आपको मिल जाए। इस वीडियो को थम्स अप का बटन दबाकर लाइक कीजिए और अपनी फेसबुक वॉल और ट्विटर पर शेयर कीजिए। आपका अपना मैसेज टीवी।